Hello and welcome to the Who is XY podcast. I'm your host, XY. Today we're talking to Nicole Ewan from Australia, who is starting her community centre in the mountains of Queensland. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Now, I know you're originally a city girl from the city of Sydney.
Well, actually, I'm from New Guinea, so I went from the islands to the city. I went from a beautiful tropical island to the Pacific Highway in Sydney, and then met my partner many years later. We were going to start a family, and he said, well, Sydney's probably not the best city to raise a family. So we came up here, and no regrets, the most beautiful place I've ever been, and I've travelled a lot in the world, and this is heaven, absolute heaven. It's gorgeous.
You said it's heaven up there, so I'm guessing that's why you choose to stay there.
Yes, well, if you were lucky enough to live in an age where I grew up, where we could still play in the streets and hang out all day and come home when it was nighttime and eat, and have the security of the community that you didn't fear for your children being out.
So I'm guessing you'll have a place where mothers can bring their kids and hang out with their kids there and also hang out with other mothers there.
Totally. I want to have a cafe-style environment where you've got glass doors or back doors where you can see your children playing in a little room. And then you've got a mother's room out where mothers can sit and feed, because there's nothing like that in a town. I want to be able to have treatment rooms, so let anybody that has alternative therapies that they would like to bring to the community be able to service from the rooms that are provided. Have an area that we could perhaps fund into a bigger property where they can learn how to build a community, have a central kitchen area where they could all congregate. Because food is very, very important within every society. And a lot of people come together when it's a mealtime, express how they're feeling. It's always nice to come home and have somebody greet you and, share a meal or a coffee or something to just unwind and have a chat.
And you keep going back to food and talking about how nurturing food is. You're talking about you want to have a cafe at the community centre. I understand that your background is in healing cooking and healthy cooking and community cooking. You also mentioned that you have a Jamie Oliver certified certificate in cooking also.
Well, I started the National Opportunity 6 years ago to do a program that had come as an outreach to the country towns where you could learn basic Jamie Oliver cooking, learning how to do his basics from knife skills, room setup, and starting off with eggs and working our way up from there to puck chicken and, meatballs and all of these other yummy foods. So I've been working with a lady called Heather Dawn. And for the last 6 years, we've been teaching the children a learn fruit and vegetable program. So we take them into the garden and we show them what foods come from the garden, how it's grown, how you cultivate it, how you wash it, how you treat it, how you put it together to make an awesome, nutritious, wholesome meal that's cost-effective, organic, and works for a small budget as well.
So I'm guessing the cafe will have organic, healthy food that you've done all those processes that you talked about. And I'm guessing some really nice, healthy desserts too.
You betcha. There's so many desserts out there that are yummy and delicious, but also nutritious. Also with smoothies, fruits, juices. We're going to dwell into that as well, because that's all part of it. I am going to be also teaching better eating habits, better food choices, and understanding what works for your body, because everybody's different and not every diet is for everybody. So there's so many different avenues that you've got to look at independently. What are the things that you would like to change within your lifestyle? Healthier food and exercise, as well as working out the constant side of eating, which is usually caused by an emotional trauma within your life. So these things all accumulate into how we make a better being.
And you also mentioned that you're a healing specialist when it comes to massages and other forms of healing. And in the community centre, you're going to have those people come there for opportunities to get healed by you and others. What other healing will you and others be providing at the community centre?
Well, I'm a trained counsellor as well as a shiatsu and reflexology therapist. I do therapeutic massage, and I also help through the massaging release blockages that are in your meridians, which relate to emotions as well. There's very many levels and layers that you go through when you're doing hands-on body work with somebody. So there is also, a lot of practitioners that do lots of different modalities. So it's open to everybody who is able to come in and teach and train, as well as to perform services themselves. So we've got Reiki specialists up here. We have energy workers. We have sound healers. We have holistic counselling. The world has a lot to offer. You just got to have the place in order for it to happen. And this is the place that I want to create. I want to be able to perhaps build this from the ground up. So it's fresh, it's new, and it accommodates all the sections that we need. A nice organic garden. So you have the palette to the plate, the healing rooms, the communal space for teaching, training, holding talks, the kitchen for teaching, the cafe, the children's room, and a place for kids after school to hang out as well. So we've got to cater to these kids having more of an outlet, like an indoor rock climbing centre that has those ninja sets where you can do the obstacles. That would be so cool, because we have an opportunity for high altitude training. If you're an athlete and you want to learn how to acclimatise yourself to another country where you'll be doing winter athletics or high up in the mountains, you can come here and you'd be able to train here with the swimming pool, with the track and field. So it's, I'd like to implement the sports section too, where people can have the availability to do this. There used to be a swimming pool up here, but the council shut it.
Sounds like putting a swimming pool in the community centre would work too, huh?
It would be a big complex, and it would need to be a complex. That's the ultimate dream, the ultimate to have that kind of thing. But I just want to start off small at the moment, because I have big ideas, and I think it's essential that you build on top of each other to create the dream that hopefully will one day be actually achieved.
Well, we're running out of time now. So what I do want to let people know, if they want to donate to this community centre, or if they want to be part of it or reach you or connect with you, I understand that they can email you at backtobasics56@gmail.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And that's BACKTOBASICS 56@gmail.com. Nicole, you're backtobasics56@gmail.com, correct?
That's correct. Thank you very much, Adam. I really appreciate this.
My pleasure, Nicole. And it sounds like you live in an amazing, beautiful community, and it sounds like a really nice place to go and visit.
It's a wonderful place to visit. Once a lot of people come and visit here, they don't actually want to leave. I had one chap sitting there eating in his car when I walked past one day, and he saw everybody communing, talking, socialising, and I walked past him and he says, "This is the most friendliest town I think I've ever been to." And I said, "There it is."
All right. Well, Nicole, thank you. I wish you all the best with your community centre.